Okay, today is January 22nd, 23. Okay. Still going on this morning. What's going on last night? I mean, I guess until somebody actually stops them, they're just so pathetic. Some lady yelled out last night. I told the police I'm not interested in this. They can do whatever and help her, or do anything, or I don't care. Police won't care about your opinion anyways, lady. These people think they're greater than what they are in their own minds. I mean, seriously. They think they're greater than they're what they really are. Um, it's such a hot mess. That agent is a child molester. 100% putting her on my Facebook. You have somebody raped and you show it to under 12-year-old little girls. And you're taking them out by yourself, you're a child molester. 100%. It is a form of it. He's a sexual predator. Him and his family and friends kicking in my door. When I moved in, date rape targeted me, that's sexual predating. Watched me in the toilet and shower, sexual predating. Photoshopping shower scene, sexual predating. Date rape targeting is attempted murder, kidnapping, and sexual predating. And then grabbing that case out of his area because he's setting up this big scam to scam the government out of the witness protection program money. You know, that account is set up, those different accounts for the witness protection programs that they're meant for victims or witnesses for their statement in a case the government's looking into, and for those people to be kept safe for their testimony only, not for crooked agents to line their pockets and pay off their drug debts and then give money to their friends. It's not there for them to embezzle and make them and their friends and family and drug dealers they owe money to pay off their debts. I heard he's sitting back laughing that no one's arrested on my bet. He's committed federal crimes. Federal crimes. Police and agencies can only be in the home under a threat of life. They have to speak to everyone before they start, or it's abuse and misconduct. Okay? It's the right to privacy, Fourth Amendment. People will be safe and secure in their own home. Their items, their effect, No searches, no seizures without a probable cause warranted with an oath or affirmation. Okay? They have to talk to you. It's private property. That's just to search your house. Okay? It has to go through the court system with search warrant. Okay? And they have to notify you. You have a right to an attorney to represent you. In a fair and speedy court trial, you have a right to remain quiet. You have a right to an attorney to represent you. And right to privacy, freedom of speech, all kinds of rights. Do people forget we live in the United States of America? This agent has ran it like he's over Nazi Germany, North Korea. The president couldn't get away with this. Neither can he. It's been people's low IQs. And he's sitting back laughing. And people have left messages. He thinks it's funny, no one will arrest him. Somebody needs to. He stole over $300,000 from the informant program. And then him badgering me into a false statement under a threat of arrest, knowing that they were the ones date rape drugging me, and I went process fast enough afterwards to hang up on him and call and tell someone. Because it's his daughter my husband's dating, because they're the ones that were in that store the original day. And that's why my door got kicked in. That's why I started getting dizzy, almost throwing up, waking up with bruises, letting his drug addict friends abuse me under drugs. Sociopath. Psychopath. He's a serial killer. If people haven't realized it, and a serial rapist. And he's made his children into the monsters that he is. Like that Michelle at Faith Family Church. My dad's FBI, he works the case, I date Dave. that she had me raped and tortured. Like it was nothing. I can have anybody raped. She has become desensitized to sexual assault, so he's done it to her, right? And those other boys, that Alex and Bill, so that they become the demons he is, right? Or is it just a whole genetic defect that they're born serial killers? Because you gotta think, this is sick. Everybody says that. And them showing that to children, what is really sick? These idiot people, Will took me out today. Little 5-year-olds, 8-year-olds, knowing he's a rapist and has his friends rape victims. He has them date rape, drug him with amnesia drugs. But here, you can take my kid out, make it up to him, go give him some. You just handed your kid over to a drugger and a rapist. Have you lost your ever fucking loving minds? Another scenario they had going on during the case made a complete mockery out of the judicial system. Had a thing, if you didn't say anything, so-and-so can ask you out, or someone can go. They never ask you out. Ever. It's just a big joke. Even some of the guys that were working security in the case, they were like, if a guy wanted to ask you out, they'd just come out and ask you. I know that I'm 50. Okay? And people will come up, well, you said something, you did this, you did that. So what? They're just there to mock me for that stupid idiot. Okay? The other day, I met this one guy for dinner. Okay? This guy's up at the bar. He walks over, he goes, I'm over here. Looks right at me. I'm like, okay. He looks at me and said, he must be really wasted. I said, yeah, I know. He comes back, he said, by the way, I'm still over here. I'm like, okay. He's like, she's sitting over there with him. Can you believe it? And da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know that man. I don't know him from Adam. And then him and his friend are sitting there, they're having a couple of beers and they're laughing. Well, then other people came in and said, yeah, she's over at the table with that guy. I don't know him. And if you were supposed to be the guy that was to ask me out because I didn't say anything, if you want to act like a 10-year-old and somebody say you can't go out with somebody or talk to them because they said something about the case, you need some counseling that you're letting somebody treat you when you're a grown-ass man like a 10-year-old and you're following them. And what makes it really bad is they sell a login. And people know who I am. I walk in, people look, it's Karen around the house. Look, it's Karen Swell, the FBI informant. They sell a login. So people know me. Yeah. So I just kept ignoring the situation. That guy, it was odd. The first time I met, anytime that I sit and have dinner with somebody, I will tell them Dave tried to have me killed. Why? Because somebody back here showed up. They could get it. Okay. I have to. For their safety. Okay. If it happens or not, it's already happened in the past. And if you sit down to dinner with me, you could be risking your life. I don't know what they're capable of doing next, because I know what they did before. I've been tortured. I've been raped. I've been almost shot. Stopped. Had to hide another time not to get out. Almost kidnapped. You have to know when you sit down with me, there's always a risk. I don't know what they may do next. Okay? So I'll warn them. Okay? So the first time we ate dinner, 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours, a drilling. Okay? Then he tried to act tough. Yeah, right. It's like, you know what? I would never want anybody involved in this, but the law. And I'll tell you what, I told the Department of Justice and I want them to arrest them for the crimes they did, and they're laughing. I don't think I told them they were laughing, but I said, for what they've done to me, I want them to sit 20 years in jail, and that's it. Nor would I ever condone, nor would I ever have anything to do with anything else besides the law handling this. Okay? I made it flat out clear. I don't even like that talk, nor do I approve of it, da 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 da. And I said, I just want the law to do its job and arrest him and then sent in jail for 20 to life for what they did to me. Okay. And I said, like I said, nor would I approve of any kind of talk like that or any kind of scenario, because he's just trying to act like a tough guy. And I put him right in his place. I wouldn't tolerate that. Okay. Well, he told me, he said, you don't realize for those guys to show up here and drug you up, they were drug dealers. He had to owe them a lot of money for them to show their face and to come down and hurt you and make sure they got their money for their lot. Okay. Righty. And then he said, I know somebody who knows somebody who deals drug. Said, you said something about 300,000. I said, well, yeah. That's what's missing from the case. I didn't tell him they sold the login. They made movies. He said, well, that's a drug shipment, a whole drug shipment. Between 100 and 300,000 is a whole drug shipment. So basically, he paid off his debt and then ordered a new drug shipment with us. Case. Okay. Then they bought themselves $80,000 trucks because they sold the login, Hummers, Vats, and had a free-for-all on me. And people thought it was funny. The witness protection program is not set up for dirty agents to embezzle the funds and put them in their dirty pockets, pay off their drug debts, and then victimize the victims, and then sell terrorism online, and then make millions. And then stick all that money in their dirty pocket. And the one that was supposed to be protected for the government for their statement to get harmed over and over again while they pay people to laugh at them. It is not set up for that reason. Okay? Yeah. So. But this whole thing's a mess. I started last night with my statements. People just scatter because it hits levels of not funny. I went out to Jack's Casino with another friend a couple weeks ago, and the big security guards, in regular clothes, you can tell they're security, like standing out. Phones are going off. That's the one that church tried to have killed. No, it's not funny why they all helped out. They did it. It's a big drug scheme. No, it's not. No, it's not. And then to be sexual predators and watching me on the toilet in the shower, photoshopping shower scenes before that, and date rape drugging me, and then human traffic me, and then rape and torture me under drug. It's not funny. These people are who the FBI hunts, and one of them's their own. With Will going up to pay more, he was probably setting up this hate crime. Because Dave already knew he was dating his daughter, Michelle. Huh? And retired Judge Pete's probably granddad, and Alex and Bill as their sons or nephews. Because they all look alike. Huh? So, this whole thing was a mess. I mean, even the kids across from my mom's line, 100%. We all know they raped her. And that was wrong. And him showing that rape to little 5-year-old girls, that is child molesting. It is. And that was a federal agent. He was out of his area. I lived in Portage County. I called the hotline. We'll have an agent call you back. I Googled who's over it. It's Akron. Not a Stark County FBI task force in the Canton courthouse. I found him there. I Googled where he said he was, and I found him. He's real. Wasn't just one of the cult people. And he opened the protected light case. That's where the different police departments mention it. And the security that was officers assigned to me when I was out. Oh, and if I ever mention PL people, They're usually undercover officers, investigators, sometimes social workers, caretakers, um, and domestic violence shelters. They show up to help protect me while I'm out. And since they help protect my life while I'm out and have surrounded me, chased off people in stores that were coming at me, I call them protective life because they protect my life while I'm out. So I call them my PL people. Heartfelt gratitude. I mean, they chased off stalkers, almost football tackled me while they were coming at me, kind of stuff. Walmart 62 hot mess. 18 and 19, like 6 stalkers coming at me. Like I said, I almost got shot in the head driving. There was a shooting night by Christmas 18. I almost got grabbed out of John's church. But this last time when I met that guy on Friday, when that guy was acting weird, see, with these little walking people know who I am, even though I don't know them. And that guy, there's something up with that, really up with that. For 2.5 hours, he told me what they did to me. Started getting out pictures and different things on my phone. And to the point, I was stuttering. I cried all the way home. And I cried all night. And I cried the next morning. Why does he want so much information? You know, I stopped on the way home. I was so upset. And I went to the gas station. And I know the gas station attendant. And I'm like, what's wrong with me? He's like, nothing. He said, you come in, you talk about what happened to you. I said, it's really interesting. He said, I know it's too much for you to deal with. You don't know what to do with all of it. That's why you come in and talk to us. And I said, why would he drill me on my ex-husband and his drug addict girlfriend that was an agent's daughter and some relative of a retired judge in a different county? He's like, I don't know. He said, if I went out with you, if you wanted to vent, you could vent. But I sure wouldn't drill you about your crazy ex-husband and his drug addict girlfriend and what they did to you and make you stutter. He said, what is wrong with him? Exactly. And why did he want all that information? And who were those people around me? Because my protective life people weren't there. And who was that guy that kept saying that to me? And then they walk by and say, boy, Harry is going to be mad over this. There is no Harry. That was a made-up scenario. At least I think. Because I don't know any Harry. People talk about him, but I don't know him.